Dave, here's a 1000 grit scratch pattern from a king, and the razor I'm using is a vintage German Saad Bros razor from the 1950s. It's a really nice steel, and I'm going to take that same razor, and here is the Kiita we're talking about, number 54. And I'm going to raise a slurry on this stone. And we'll do handheld stone. And you can see here how dark the slurry's gotten compared to the slurry that we didn't incorporate here. I'll use that now. Okay, we'll set that aside. And look at the edge now once it's been refined a little bit. Okay, this is how it's beginning to look with a kasami finish. It's not fully cooked yet, but there's still some 1000 grit scratches there I want to take care of. So we'll go back to this stone. Yeah, it's looking better now. Okay, and you can see there's still, the edge is still pretty ragged, but our kasumi finish is coming along nicer now. So what I've been doing lately is going back to the stone and raising a fresh slurry. And doing only edge leading strokes, because they tend to affect the front of the razor more profoundly than circles. Or circles are great for the rest of the bevel, but for the very edge, I found that edge leading strokes are really effective. We'll get a picture here of the revised edge. Okay, that's looking better. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take that edge, I'm going to strop it. I have some linen here. I know I mentioned before that this is an old strop. I think it's from the 1940s or 50s. And at the header up here, it reads Shell Horsehide, price $3.50, stamped in silver. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do some hand stropping on this edge. And we'll look at it in the magnifying glass. So you're going to see here, going to the strop and the hand strop, cleans up the edge a lot, makes it look a lot straighter, and brightens the steel right at the edge. But that's not exactly what I'm looking for, because there's a slight convexity to the edge there. And I'm going to re-establish those flat bevels now by just going back to the stone one more time. All it takes is just a few strokes. And you'll see in the microscope a brand new scratch pattern, a fresh scratch pattern on the edge. It's faint, but it'll be brand new. Okay, so right at the edge there. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is go back to the strop. I'm just going to do leather only. What we're doing basically is just increment by increment reducing that false edge, that weak steel that was making up a good portion of the edge. Just a step-by-step process. Okay, now we're going to rinse the stone, wash away that slurry. And I hope the camera's pointing in the right direction there. So now the edge has become much straighter. And finally, I'm going to do a try hanging hair test. See how that works out. I know you use paper, typing paper, but the rest of the world uses hair or tomatoes or their arm hair. So that broke off. That was about a 3. That was a 5, a really good 4 or a 5. And this towards the heel. Hair was loose. So this towards the heel. This is the middle. These are all pretty much falling off effortlessly. I'll get another piece of hair and I'll do, that was root out. This time I'll do root in. That was sweet. That's definitely a 5. So these are the kind of edges I shave off of all the time. I don't know if it's up to snuff for you. You might do more water only strokes or whatever, but this is what I get out of my razors. This hair is getting hard to hold. So in any case, that's one way to use this Kiita, and I've been using the same technique on other Kiita too. and it seems to work pretty well. I think the palm stropping does help, and going back to reset that bevel with the Kiita that very last time flattens the bevel out nicely at the very edge. So that's that.